Hi, I'm Bill Tabone with Play Harder Tours, and I'm with Julie Wartell of PubQuest. Julie, I think you hit the nail on the head with this beer tourism application. Please tell me more about it.
Hi, Bill. Welcome. Thank you for, I feel like I should have a beer while we're talking, but I still have work to do today. So started PubQuest, well, thought of PubQuest probably about 13, 14 years ago because I travel a lot, both for work and pleasure. And at the time, there were a few websites that you could search to find breweries and brew pubs and even beer bars. But you would search it and you'd have to search by city. So San Diego, and you'd get a list. And I thought, well, then I have to map each one to figure out where that is. And when you're in cities that are really big, you don't know, especially if you're traveling, is that something that's 2 blocks or 10 miles from your hotel? And you also don't know about all the little cities around. So, great example in San Diego. Now everyone knows, of course, about Stone, but when Stone first started in Escondido, who knew that there was a city named Escondido? And so if you're coming to San Diego, you wouldn't be able to search that. So I map for my day job is mapping crime. So I thought I would take my skills from mapping and apply them to my hobby interest in finding local beer. So talked to a friend, colleague of mine who I had worked with on mapping crime and asked him if he'd be interested in partnering on mapping beer on the internet. So hence PubQuest was born. It was really kind of just for our own interest and use. And, we told friends and they told other friends, and it's become pretty big now. So we have every brewery in the US and Canada. I should say every craft brewery or formerly craft brewery. And we have about 8,000 locations. We have all of the open ones, as well as if we hear about that a brewery is planned to open, we will put that on there as planned too. So we've done a little brewery mapping in a few other places around the world, kind of on a as needed if we're traveling or special requests. So the heart of our website and the heart of PubQuest is finding local breweries and brew pubs. And then we also do custom mapping for guilds and other groups and, just kind of as needed. We've done brewery maps for books and other types of things like that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'll be honest, it's like the first tool on my smartphone, that I access. I do the Google Maps, but I've got like 100 push pins in every city, and there's a lot of clutter. And this way I could just filter through the clutter, and I have just the brewery-related spots. I'm interested in what you might be doing in Europe too, and I wonder if maybe being on your mail list, if I would receive updates. We do a lot of trips in Czech Republic, in Germany, and having information like this would be so powerful.
So we get a lot of requests for why don't you do XYZ country. And the hardest part about it is identifying the data in the first place and then keeping it current. So we're really kind of anal about accuracy. And so we don't want to just be haphazard and say, oh, we heard about 4 breweries, so let's just add them for the Czech Republic. But so what I usually follow that with is if you have data, we can map it and add it as a part of PubQuest.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we've done with select countries or even areas. We've done like Manchester. We haven't done all of England. But when we have people that are willing to maintain the data for an area or for a country, then we can add that and keep it maintained that way. But it's so hard with finding all the breweries, and then they're especially in the US, but in other countries too, more and more opening. So we add about 100 a month, and we have to delete them occasionally, but usually that's only a handful a month.
Sure.
These.
Well, I mean, things change. People go out of business, new ones open. So, you know, you have to stay on top of it. How does everyone find the application? What's the best way to do it? Tell us about your website, and do you have a mailing list?
So yes, yes, and yes. We have, so the website is how it started. And then of course, when everyone started getting iPhones and, you know, looking for apps, we finally were able to find someone to do it for a reasonable cost of creating an iOS app. So we've had that for several years now. We're in the final stages of a Droid app. We also are in the final stages of a whole new and improved website. So better functionality, more functionality. We really want to, you know, expand what we can do. On the list of things for the apps is that, you know, you'll be walking around in a new city and you'll get a text message that a brewery is nearby. So kind of, you know, be more proactive with helping you identify them, and that you won't have to just look for them.
Mhm.
And those both are actually related to, we have a membership. It's very low cost now because we recognize that there are not too many benefits with our limited functionality at this point. So $10 and you get a newsletter, you get discounts on custom maps and on other swag and things like that. And so once we have all of our new and improved functionality, hopefully in the next few months, we're going to change it up. And the membership, right now you get a keychain, and that also is related to it, but you'll get more perks, but we'll be raising the prices as well.
Okay, and what is the address? How do people get in touch with you?
So the website is www.pubquest.com, PUBQUEST.com. And the name of the app is just PubQuest, easy to find. You have to be 19 to download the app because our programmer is in Europe where the drinking age is 19. So that's a little quirk of that, but we'd love to hear. You can, through the app or through the website, give us any feedback, info@pubquest.com. So, you know, again, we are really, we love all the users and love getting that input. And I have a deal that you find a brewery that we don't have, and I'll buy you a beer.
Sounds
We're
like
that
a plan.
confident in our data.
Well, I'm already sold. I love the app. I've been using it for about 3 months. Um, like I said, it's the go-to app when I get to a new city and I want to try to find breweries, and you know, works great. I'm really thrilled to use it. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, you're very welcome, and we're thrilled to partner with you. And we should definitely keep talking about how we can either and or add data to the maps when you're traveling in Europe, or
Sure.
any of your trips, as well as doing some custom mapping for you.
Well, you brought up the Europe, so I had to ask about it. But you know, that's just it's a huge task. You know, I mean, maintaining a database like that, I just don't know how you do it. But anyway, I appreciate what you do. Thank you for joining us, and we'll keep talking and maybe come up with some collaboration ideas.
That sounds great.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care, Bill.
Okay.
Bye-bye.